If the universe is really 13.8 billion years old, shouldn't there be aliens everywhere? And if not, why not? I think it was Carl Sagan who said that there's either a lot of aliens or no aliens. Either one is equally terrifying. Meaning if there are no aliens, then what we have here is very rare. Now, a lot of people ask me, like, what about the aliens? Have you seen any evidence of aliens? I've seen no evidence of aliens.
What about these Pentagon videos?
So, like, I mean, there's like advanced programs that the military has which are classified, and they wouldn't. So, you know, if they had like some really fast missile or something, they even if somebody else in the military saw that, then they would still not tell them what it was because it's classified.
What he's discussing essentially is, I think, the Fermi paradox. Pull up that definition over here. So here's it is. Like, the Fermi paradox is the discrepancy between the lack of conclusive evidence of advanced extraterrestrial life and the apparently high likelihood of its existence. As a 2015 article put it, if life is so easy, someone or somewhere must have come calling by now. That was from Wikipedia. But I pulled up a NASA. I did a little research. I didn't send this to you, but you can look into from the 80s. Some of the most brilliant minds saying, look, if the Earth is this old and we're here for this amount of time, then interstellar travel must have been invented. And if it were invented, then they'd be here. And we have no proof that they're here and we're not seeing it. So basically the assumption from the 80s, and even now, intelligent people are saying enough time has it can't exist because logic doesn't dictate it. So it leaves you with one or two things. Either they don't exist or they're hiding and we're being lied to. And that's the conspiracy. That's where we're at right now as a civilization. So if you were a governing system, you would either one, promote the fact that they exist to cover up a lie, right? Or you would have to come forward and say, no, we have no proof that they exist. So we're either way, we are being lied to by a governing system over this, right? That's it. And so you have, listen, I don't really fully care for Elon's opinions on a lot of things, but he's not wrong.
He's a smart man.
Well, the problem with the Fermi paradox is this, is that it is disregarded by the masses because they love fantasy. They don't. The Fermi paradox is probably one of the most logical ways to approach this. But instead of, this is where trust the science, trust the silence. Nobody cares. When you prevent people from thinking their whole lives and then you promote an idea of logic, it gets thrown out the window by the same people that refuse to think. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So we're in a position right now where we're being presented with unidentified flying objects, secret aliens, and all this other garbage.
Which has existed apparently for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And so the earliest references that you can really find biblically about aliens is in the Bible. It's actually discussed quite a lot.
Let me ask you something, Elijah. Do you believe in aliens, like coming from another planet or another universe?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, God doesn't specifically talk about that. And we have a clip of us, a question we asked a pastor what he thought about aliens.
Yeah.
But no. The only thing that I could see happening, right, is that there could be creatures like plants on other planets, right? Like organisms like that. But I don't think that anything that we name, like animals, could exist on another planet.
Well, let me ask you this,
because I don't think anything outside of Earth has a soul, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. My problem is, and you know how you and I have conversations, if we're going to go off a biblical view on things, which I do, I totally believe in Christ, and I mean, you're talking ancient texts that have been proven. The Dead Sea Scrolls, there's a lot of things to uncover there. The one thing that we don't talk about is that planets are never discussed in the Bible. They don't talk about Mercury, Venus, Mars, Pluto, and they're known to astrologers before there came out with the theory of the heliocentric Earth. Prior to the Earth being a round ball spinning through space randomly with things circulating, before all of that, there was a different idea, okay? So call them Neanderthals or whatever you want, but that's not what science shows, that the ancient civilizations at times were more advanced, I believe, than what we are now. At least.
Well, you can look at the pyramids.
Right. Well, even more intelligent. So you just witnessed a clip from our Getting a Grip on Things podcast. If you enjoyed watching that and you got to have more and you're not melting through it, make sure that you watch us and listen to our full show anywhere you get your podcast. You guys are the best. Thank you.